Hey guys, my name is Mr. Fist and welcome back to the channel. So, I've trying to, I've been trying to stay on this grind of, uploading every Wednesday and Sunday. So, I'm going to keep the trend going. So, I'm just going to go and do some random topics throughout the channel. And I think I'm going to start out a new series on how you can start to get into ranked and ease into that competitive mindset. So, I'm definitely going to do this episode. If you're watching this episode, it's going to be on this Sunday, but there's going to be another episode leading into Wednesday. And that's all I have planned right now. I could bring back the series later down the road, but yeah, that's all I'm bringing up right now. So, my first point I'm going to bring up is I'm just going to go and list off every single thing that I think you should know before you hop into ranked. Alright, so my first point I'm going to list off is that you need to go ahead and understand and elaborate into your mind that rank doesn't matter. If you're placed copper 5 or if you're placed gold 3, or anything in between, or anything above that, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think Gregor explained this issue quite well, that there's so many people in this community who overthink their rank, and it just doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. The more you think about your rank and the more you overthink it and the more you just analyze it, it's going to get to you and you're not going to perform as well as you would like to in ranked. Ranked is really hard, and it's really hard to get into this game. Rainbow Six Siege in general is really hard to learn. So I honestly just give yourself a pat on the back for even considering hopping into ranked. It's a really big leap, and I think the more you see that once you get over with your 10th placement matches and you're ranked, it doesn't matter. The more you do it, the more you realize it doesn't matter. Now, I'm nowhere near the champion level or diamond or even platinum level. And you're probably saying, like, what is this guy talking about? I mean, he's not like one of those pro league players. Again, go to Gregor's video that was listed back a couple of seconds ago, and you'll see that Kickstarter was talking about this, and he's talking about ranked doesn't matter. Again, check Gregor's video out. I think it'll really help you in terms of understanding that your rank, that once you get ranked, it doesn't matter. So go ahead and establish that, and I think we can move on to the next point once you have that established in your brain. All right, number 2, kills don't matter whatsoever. Don't go into ranked and expect you to drop 10 bombs, 12 bombs, or even 7 bombs. Kills don't matter in this game, and especially in ranked. Now, there's going to be some debate over this. In fact, it might be a little controversial. Of course, you're going to need a couple fraggers on the team. Of course, you're going to need a couple people who are going to get more kills than others. But you don't have to reach for these huge milestones in order for you to appear good at a team. I've honestly gone through it too. I've hopped into a game and I've gone like 2-5, and I thought that I was horrible at the game and that I should have stepped up my game and that I should have been tryharding more and that I should have been completely mopping the floor on the other team. I should have been getting so many kills. But the more I began to do that, the more I began to realize kills don't matter. So the more you try to get kills, from what I've learned and from my experience, the more you try to get kills, the more you try to, put into your mind, I'm better than this, I can do better than this. And that's just not the right mindset to have when you're playing ranked. It is a horrible mindset to have, and I've gone through it too. And I honestly don't think it is that important in terms of kills. I think if you're just playing simple support operators, helping the team give callouts, communicate with your team, you're pretty much golden. You don't have to do anything else. Your game style doesn't matter. And especially kills don't matter. That's my entire point. Just go ahead and throw out that kills matter and put into your head that kills don't matter. You just need to support your team in ranked, and that's all that matters. Nothing else really does matter. Alright, so leading into my next points, this is actually basically transferred over to my last point, and that is, it's a team-based game. It's a team-based game. You don't need to go into Rainbow and expect to frag out and carry your team. I see so many silvers, bronzes, and even golds say, oh my gosh, my team is horrible. Now, that's not the mindset you need to have. It is not a solo game. It is not a game that is built for somebody to do a 1v5. It is a team game. So the more you communicate and the more you talk with your teammates, and the more effort you put into your team, try to give uplifting comments and more call outs and communication, the more you're going to see a bigger difference. There's no reason why you need to be rude, and there's no reason you'd be so narcissistic into yourself, and that's just not going to work out too well. Okay, so that's my third point. My fourth point is communication is key. So I asked my friends, I was like, yo, what do you think beginners should know before heading into ranked? And they're like, yo, honestly, communication is by far the number one thing that you need to head into ranked. Now, I understand you may not have a lot of friends. You may not have 4 friends to queue up with and go into ranked and talk to. But, even then, finding random people, solo queuing actually works a little bit in terms of finding people. Quick matches, hop into a quick match, hop into an unranked, see if you can find some people who want to play with you in ranked. It doesn't have to be all friends. And what I'm trying to get to is that you can't be afraid to communicate with your team. I remember I was stuck in silver on my alternate account, and I was not talking to my team whatsoever. And I was just kind of had my mic muted. It was at the far back, and I was just not performing too well. But when I turned on my mic, I began to see an increase in terms of call-outs and in terms of getting game knowledge from my other teammates. Because when you join into putting your mic down, some other people might as well put their mics down too. Alright, so my final and fifth point that I think I should give you guys is call-outs. I'm not saying you have to know every single point in every single room and every single map in the game. I'm saying just overall, in general, if you see a room that looks like a kitchen, say, by the way, they're probably in kitchen. Another way for you to learn the map callouts quickly is that there's a compass at the bottom right of your screen. And underneath that compass, it shows the room name and what floor you're on. Another good thing to do is you're probably going to get bored, but just go around into a custom game, a local custom game, hop in by yourself, and learn all the map and room names and the map playlist. And here's the map playlist right here. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right here. The map playlist is right here. So, just learn those maps and walk around a little bit and see those room names. Again, I'm not saying you need to learn all of this in a day. Rainbow, in general, takes time for you to learn. Even today for me, I'm still learning room location names, and I'm not afraid to admit it, everybody doesn't know every single room in the game, and you don't need to know every single room in the game. I think learning just a couple of the names, that definitely makes an impact. And I definitely think. Alright, so let's recap. Number 1, rank doesn't matter. So don't go into ranked and be scared. Your rank on the top of your screen doesn't show how you can give callouts, doesn't show how you can communicate, and it doesn't show how you can support your team. So put this in your head that rank doesn't matter. Number 2, kills don't matter. So, like I said, it's good to have at least a couple fraggers on your team, but if you're playing support operators and if you're giving out callouts, I think that's more than enough for your ranked team, and that's all you really need to do. Kills don't matter in this game. It's a team-based game. Leading on to my next point, number 3, it's a team-based game. Don't go into this whole rank scene expecting you to carry everybody and expecting you to have to frag out. It's a team-based game. Everybody needs to put in some work and carry their own weight, and don't go into ranked saying, I'm going to have to carry this whole team, and my team's garbage and stuff like that. It's just not going to work out. And go ahead and put into your head that it's a team-based game. It's Rainbow Six Siege. It's a 5v5 video game. Number 4, communication. Talk with some random people in quick matches are unranked. Find some people on Discord. Find some people on PlayStation communities. And play with them and get used to them and start playing games with them. Because the more you communicate in this game, the more it's going to be easier for you. I've noticed in general, talking to friends in rank makes a huge difference. And, I definitely think that if you start communicating, it's going to make a big difference in terms of you getting more comfortable with the game, in terms of you getting more comfortable in the community and in general. So, go ahead and start learning how to communicate. And number 5 is callouts. Like I said, this takes time. I'm not expecting you to learn within a week or within a day even. Just go ahead and go into a local custom game, look at your compass, and learn the map room names. In fact, there's some map tutorials out right now on YouTube. And Varsity Gaming has a map walkthrough series where he walks you through maps. And I definitely think you can go ahead and learn from those videos and take a little bit of insight with those. And I think that's definitely make a difference. So make sure to call out, make sure to communicate, realize it's a team-based game, kills don't matter, and your rank doesn't matter. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you guys out a little bit. My next video I'm going to be making is my top 10 operators for ranked and overall for beginners that are hopping into ranked. And that'll be up this Wednesday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. I hope this helped you out a little bit. So probably my points that you've seen in the video have been pretty self-explanatory and they're basically common sense. But I just made this video to see if I could help you guys out in terms of learning how to hop into ranked and get adjusted to it. So my next video comes out Wednesday. I'm going to be listing off the top 10 operators on defense and attack that you should be running in ranked, and they're just for the beginner players hopping into ranked that I'd recommend. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Make sure you tune in, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.